Hello, my name is Pastor Frida. I mentor young adults and adults on their personal growth and development journey. I also create content that keep you staying elevated every day. So congratulations. I see you've made a decision to prioritize your personal growth and development, and that's a good choice you've made. But now I'm wondering, do you really know what you're committing yourself to? Do you have an idea what it takes? Because growth and development is a long haul, not a sprint. It's something that when you decide to go into, be aware that there are many others who have made this decision, but fewer people actually start. And out of the fewer people, even a little percentage commit to it and stay consistent. So, my question to you will be, are you among the fewer people who are actually starting, or are you among the even fewer minority that will continue on this journey to the end? Which percentage are you going to fall under? Let me liken your growth journey to you driving on a road, possibly at night, and you need to turn your headlamps on. You only see a portion of the road, not the entire stretch. What you do is you keep moving every step of the way, you see light, and then you keep moving until you get to your destination. The same thing with your growth journey. You might not see the end of it, but you take it in bits, you take it in phases. I will advise you to take on your starter pack with two very important elements, and those elements will be discipline and consistency. As much as you have a starter pack, you also have a welcome pack. And in the welcome pack, you'll find things like obstacles, challenges, difficulties, setbacks. Why? Why is it that the moment you decide to do something good for yourself, what welcomes you is an interruption, a distraction, an obstruction? Well, it's part of the process, and you should be excited because it's also a sign that you're on the right track. So, do you have your starter pack? And are you ready for your welcome pack? If you are, just stay with me. Discipline and consistency are two words that are used interchangeably, but there's actually remarkable differences between both. Discipline is your ability to manage and control your impulses. It can also be your ability to make sacrifices. Important to note is that discipline is doing what needs to be done when it needs to be done, regardless of comfort or convenience. Discipline is that energy that you use to start your habits and stay with it until you get to the finish line. Consistency, on the other hand, is you repeating a particular set of actions over and over again over a period of time. You're repeating the same action until it becomes second nature, until you become automated on it. So discipline gets you started, but consistency keeps you to the end. On your personal growth journey, you need to employ both. You would always be excited about the results you get as a result of your application of discipline and consistency. Personally, I have engaged these two and I'm excited about the results I'm seeing. I'll give you an example. I've always desired to prioritize my physical fitness. So for many years, I would rehearse what I want to look like, how I want to feel, the kind of weight, my size in terms of my clothing. It was a desire that I had, but maybe I just wasn't disciplined enough to do what it required. But it came a time when I decided to prioritize my physical fitness, and so I thought to myself, I could do some workouts at least at home, and I could also go on the treadmill. I could also take long walks. I could jog, and I actually started. It took a lot of discipline, but I started. Now, the first time I would take a long walk for about 45 minutes, I covered 5 kilometers. I thought that felt great. I really felt fit. But by the second day, my legs were hurting, my joints were aching. But remember, discipline, I had to stay with it. Remember, consistency, I had to do it again. It didn't get rid of the pain immediately, but that's it. Regardless of the comfort or convenience, you stay with it. Over a period of weeks and months, I can actually go 10 kilometers, 12 kilometers, over 90 minutes, and I'm excited. Do I feel great about the results? Yes, I do. Are the results obvious? Yes, they are. Next is my desire to prioritize my staying hydrated, drinking lots of water. You know, we're told to drink at least 3 liters of water every day. For me, it was like a tall order because I'll drink some water, but I'll also take some fizzy drinks. It took a lot of discipline for me to go with just water. But to make it real, to actualize this desire, I took a bottle of water with me everywhere I went. Like everywhere I went, I had a bottle of water. That was me applying discipline and then consistently doing it. Maybe the first few days or weeks, I could do 150 liters, and I'm wondering, why am I using the bathroom so often? I'm wondering, if I fill my system with water, what am I then going to eat? But consistency, repeating the same actions over and over again. Now, it's not even the end of a day, and 3 liters is not enough. Am I seeing the results? I'm sure you can see the results. So, discipline and consistency have actually done me well, and on your personal growth journey, I can assure you the results will be obvious. Stick with it. Just in case you're wondering how can you develop and maintain discipline and consistency, I'll take you through very simple basic steps. But if you can get it right in the little, you can also get it right in the weightier matters. So, number one, you must have a goal. Now, your goal shouldn't be ambiguous. Your goal shouldn't be a story. Make it as brief, as concise, as easy to remember as possible. Your goal should be documented. Take, for example, your goal is to lose 10 kilos in 8 weeks or to read a book every week in a month. Your goal could be to learn video editing in 4 weeks. Very short, very clear. You can understand it, you can remember it, and it's documented. Number two, you should break that overall goal into actionable steps. Bite-sized actionable steps. Let's stay with the goal to lose 10 kilos in 8 weeks. Probably you've never been in a gym to work out intentionally. Probably you've never participated in any exercise routines, and then you decide that this is your goal. You might be so excited about it and you go register in a gym and you even commit to a personal trainer and you pay some money to show up every day. Can I tell you something? You might just waste your money because it's a lot. Committing to every day at the gym is a lot at the beginning. Why don't you rather say you take 15 minutes walk 3 times in a week? Now that looks rather small, too small, but that's the idea. Make it so small that it's doable. Make it so small that it's achievable. Make it so small that you don't need a lot of discipline to actually do it. Again, consistency matters. Discipline and consistency always go hand in hand. You break this overall goal into bite sizes, again, for emotional payoffs and psychological satisfaction. Because at the end of a week, when you walked out for 15 minutes, you're excited. You feel great. It fuels your energy to do it again. It fuels your decision to stay consistent at it. Number three is to track your progress. If your goal is documented, if you've broken it down into bite sizes, documented, it's easier for you to track your progress because it's no longer mental. There's a book, you're accountable now. If you decide to do 15 minutes walk 3 times in a week, and in the first week you find that you only did it twice, you already know from tracking your progress that the second week you have to do it 4 times because you're taking over from the first week into the second. You track your progress. You know what's working, you know what's not working, you know when to make adjustments. But don't be too eager to procrastinate and carry it over to the second week and to the third week. That is a lack of discipline. It's going to take you nowhere. So don't move Don't procrastinate more than the second week. The fourth thing you want to do is to celebrate your wins. When you've successfully done it 3 times a week, 15 minutes every day, celebrate your wins. Give yourself a pat on the back. But since we're talking about weight loss, I hope celebrating your win will not mean replenishing the calories you've lost. It should be something meaningful, but just small enough to keep you going. When you've attained whatever growth target or whatever fitness goal that you've set for yourself, you will be able to replicate this action in every other area of your life. So you see, discipline gets you started, consistency takes you to the finish line. There is no business or venture that is successful that started with just one idea. It had to take discipline, repeating a process consistently until you saw the end goal or you saw the end result, which was very admirable. And by the way, think about it, something very little, something very basic as brushing your teeth. I'm sure at the beginning it wasn't something you were so excited about, but discipline made you do it every day and consistency kept you at it. Now it's second nature to you. You don't even think before you do it. If you avoid even doing the simple task, if you're not disciplined enough to take on simple, basic tasks in your growth journey, those simple things will suddenly become very difficult. But the more you repeatedly perform an action, the easier it gets. So when you repeat an action consistently, it becomes your identity. When you take on the identity, success is inevitable. So if this information has been of use to you, and I trust it has been of use to you, please like, comment, and reshare. Subscribe to this channel because we'll be bringing you loads of information that will be useful for you on your growth journey particularly. You should also turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Until I come your way again, stay elevated.